Welcome to Stories That Stay, where William reflects on the lives of remarkable individuals whose memory continues to resonate through time. This channel honors cherished figures from film, music, television, and culture by sharing the moments, achievements, and emotions they left behind. Through every tribute, their story remains alive, meaningful, and forever remembered by those they inspired. Chip Taylor passed away at the age of 86, leaving behind a quiet but deeply influential legacy in popular music. Born James Wesley Voigt, he built a career defined less by fame and more by songwriting craft, shaping songs that would go on to become classics in the hands of other performers. Songs that shape music, history. Taylor is best known for writing Wild Thing, a raw, energetic track that became a major hit for the Troggs and remains a defining song of its era. He also wrote Angel of the Morning, which achieved major success through Juice Newton, becoming one of the most recognizable ballads in popular music. These songs helped define different corners of rock and pop, showing his ability to write across moods and styles. A broader body of work beyond these widely known hits, Taylor developed a respected catalog of his own music. Songs such as Early Sunday Morning and Big River reflected a more personal and reflective side of his writing, marked by emotional honesty and simplicity. His work often focused on human experience in a direct but thoughtful way, allowing listeners to connect with the feeling behind the words. A quiet but lasting influence. Though he was not always in the spotlight, Taylor's influence reached far through the artists who recorded his songs and the audiences who continue to hear them. His connection to music also carried a personal dimension. He was the younger brother of actor Jon Voight. Chip Taylor's legacy lives on through melodies that continue to circulate across generations, reminding listeners of the lasting power of well-crafted songwriting and emotional simplicity. Joey Ramone, remembered as the unmistakable frontman of the Ramones, passed away at the age of 49, 25 years ago. This week, his voice, distinct in its raw honesty and emotional urgency, became one of the defining sounds of early punk music. Rather than relying on technical polish, he helped shape a style built on immediacy, energy, and stripped-down expression. From New York clubs to a global movement emerging from the underground music scene of New York City, the Ramones transformed the sound of rock with short, fast, and direct songs that challenged mainstream conventions. Joey's vocal delivery carried both vulnerability and defiance, giving emotional weight to music that was intentionally minimal. What began in small venues quickly evolved into a worldwide influence, inspiring countless musicians to embrace simplicity and intensity in their own work. Recognition and lasting influence. In 2002, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted the Ramones, formally recognizing their role in shaping modern rock music. Joey's influence can still be heard in generations of punk, alternative, and rock artists who followed. His approach helped redefine what music could be, less about perfection, more about feeling and connection. A legacy that still resonates. Though his life was cut short, Joey Ramone's impact continues to echo through music culture. His work with the Ramones helped give voice to outsiders and shaped a movement that valued authenticity over polish. Today, his spirit lives on in fast guitars, simple chords, and the enduring belief that music can be powerful precisely because it is unfiltered, honest, and human. Russell M. Nelson was born on September 9, 1924, and built a life that combined medicine, faith, and service. Before his global religious leadership, he was a highly respected heart surgeon known for his precision, dedication, and compassionate care for patients. His early career in medicine reflected a strong commitment to improving and preserving human life through both skill and empathy, leadership and faith. Later in life, Nelson became a prominent leader in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, serving as its president. In this role, he has been known for encouraging members worldwide to strengthen their faith, focus on family values, and approach life with hope and resilience. His leadership style is often described as calm, thoughtful, and forward-looking, emphasizing personal growth and spiritual commitment. legacy, and influence. Russell M. Nelson is widely regarded as a significant global religious figure whose influence spans generations and cultures. As of current reliable information, there is no confirmed report of his passing. His ongoing legacy is associated with both his medical contributions and his spiritual teachings, which continue to inspire millions through messages of service, compassion, and faith-driven living. Sly Stone, born Sylvester Stewart on March 15, 1943, was an American musician and producer who became one of the most influential figures in modern music. From an early age, he showed a deep interest in blending different musical styles, eventually developing a sound that fused funk, soul, rock, and psychedelic elements into something entirely new and distinctive. Sly and the Family Stone and Cultural Impact. As the leader of Sly and the Family Stone, he helped redefine what a band could be, both musically and socially. The group was notable for its diverse, mixed-gender lineup, which challenged industry norms at the time. Their music carried powerful messages of unity, individuality, and social awareness reflected in iconic songs such as Everyday People and Family Affair. These tracks became cultural landmarks, celebrated for both their sound and their message, innovation and influence. Sly Stone's approach to music was highly innovative, shaping the development of funk and influencing a wide range of genres. His rhythmic style, layered arrangements, and expressive production techniques became foundational elements for future generations of artists. His work continues to be referenced and reinterpreted across funk, R&B, hip-hop, and pop music. Legacy and remembrance inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Sly Stone is remembered as a pioneering artist who expanded the boundaries of popular music. He passed away at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy defined by creativity, boldness, and lasting cultural impact. His music remains vibrant and influential, continuing to inspire artists and listeners around the world. Johnny Depp's early life began in Owensboro, Kentucky in 1963, but it was far from stable or settled. His family moved repeatedly during his childhood, changing homes more than 20 times before finally settling in Florida. That constant movement created a sense of instability that shaped his emotional world from a very young age. Instead of forming deep roots, he learned how to adapt quickly, often feeling like an outsider wherever he went. His parents' strained relationship added another layer of emotional weight to his upbringing, creating an environment filled with quiet tension and uncertainty. By the time he was a teenager, the separation of his parents marked a deeply impactful moment in his life, leaving behind feelings of confusion and emotional fragmentation. These early experiences didn't break him, but they left lasting impressions that would later influence both his personality and his artistic expression. In many ways, his childhood was less about innocence and more about learning how to survive emotional turbulence while searching for something steady to hold on to, the guitar that became a lifeline. At the age of 12, Johnny Depp received a simple gift from his mother, a guitar. What seemed like an ordinary moment became one of the most important turning points in his life. Music quickly became his refuge, offering him something stable in a world that often felt unpredictable. When he played, he wasn't just learning chords, he was releasing emotions he had no other way to express. The guitar became a private space where pain, confusion, and loneliness could transform into sound. Instead of speaking about what he felt, he let music speak for him. This creative escape gave him a sense of identity during his teenage years, especially as school and social environments made him feel disconnected. While others followed conventional paths, he began leaning toward something more instinctive and emotional. Even without realizing it, those quiet hours with the guitar laid the foundation for a lifelong relationship with art, creativity, and performance, shaping the way he would later approach storytelling on screen. Leaving home and the struggle for survival. By the time he was 16, Johnny Depp made the difficult decision to leave high school and pursue music more seriously. It was not a glamorous departure, but a choice driven by emotional exhaustion and a desire for direction. He moved to Florida and began living a life centered around small gigs, low-paying jobs, and constant uncertainty. Music became both his passion and his survival tool, though success was far from immediate. He worked whatever jobs he could find to support himself, often living with very little stability or comfort. Alongside friends, he formed small bands that performed in bars and local venues, chasing opportunities that rarely led anywhere substantial. Despite the hardships, he continued to persist, driven by the belief that music offered him something meaningful. These years were defined by struggle, but also by determination. They taught him resilience in its rawest form, shaping his understanding of effort, rejection, and the patience required to keep a dream alive when success feels distant. Searching for direction in Los Angeles in the early 1980s, Johnny Depp moved to Los Angeles hoping to take his musical ambitions further. However, the reality of the city was far harsher than expected. Los Angeles did not offer immediate opportunity. Instead, it presented a competitive and often discouraging environment. He struggled financially, taking on small jobs while continuing to pursue music with little recognition. The pressure of survival often overshadowed his creative ambitions, and like many young artists, he experienced periods of doubt and exhaustion. Despite these challenges, he continued to push forward, performing whenever and wherever possible. It was during this time that he began encountering people who would unknowingly redirect his path. Small connections, chance meetings, and moments of encouragement slowly shifted his trajectory. Though acting was never his original goal, the idea began to surface as a possibility. What started as a way to survive eventually opened a door he had not anticipated, one that would completely change the course of his life. An unexpected entry into acting. Johnny Depp's entry into acting happened almost unexpectedly, without formal training or long-term planning. A suggestion from a friend led him to explore auditions, where his natural presence and quiet intensity caught attention. One of his earliest roles came in a horror film, marking the beginning of a career that would soon grow rapidly. Shortly afterward, he gained widespread visibility through a television series that turned him into a recognizable face almost overnight. This sudden fame was overwhelming, as he was still trying to understand the industry and his place within it. While audiences saw a rising star, he often felt disconnected from the image being built around him. Acting, however, gave him something music had also provided, a way to channel emotion into performance. It became a medium where imagination and feeling could merge. Though he never initially intended to become an actor, he discovered that storytelling through characters allowed him to explore emotional depth in ways he had never experienced before, creative transformation, and artistic identity. As his acting career developed, Johnny Depp began gravitating toward unconventional roles that allowed him to express deeper emotional complexity. His collaboration with director Tim Burton marked a particularly important phase in his artistic journey. Films such as Edward Scissorhands allowed him to embody characters who felt misunderstood or out of place, mirroring parts of his own emotional history. These roles were not just performances, but explorations of identity, loneliness, and human sensitivity. He became known for choosing characters that challenged traditional Hollywood expectations, often favoring emotional authenticity over commercial predictability. This approach set him apart in the industry and helped define his artistic identity. Rather than pursuing fame in a conventional sense, he focused on storytelling that felt personal and expressive. Over time, he built a reputation as an actor who valued creativity and emotional truth, using film as a space to explore human complexity rather than simply entertain. Global fame and the rise of an iconic character. One of the defining moments of Johnny Depp's career came with his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. The character, unconventional and unpredictable, initially puzzled studio executives but ultimately became a global phenomenon. Depp's unique interpretation transformed the role into something iconic, blending humor, eccentricity, and emotional depth. The film's success exceeded expectations and established him as one of Hollywood's most influential actors. Audiences around the world embraced the character, making him a cultural symbol. However, behind the success, the demands of production and fame were intense. Long filming schedules and increasing public attention placed significant pressure on his personal life. While the role brought international recognition and financial success, it also contributed to a growing sense of exhaustion. The character became both a blessing and a challenge, representing the dual nature of fame, creative fulfillment on one hand and personal strain on the other. The weight of fame and inner distance. As Johnny Depp's success grew, so did the complexity of his public and private life. Fame brought financial stability and global recognition, but it also introduced emotional distance from his earlier sense of self. He became one of the highest paid actors in the world, owning multiple properties and creative assets, yet often expressed feelings of disconnection. The constant attention and expectations of the industry created a sense of pressure that was difficult to escape. Over time, he began to reflect on the cost of success, questioning whether external achievement truly brought internal peace. Despite professional milestones, there were moments where he felt isolated within the very life he had built. This contrast between public admiration and private introspection became a recurring theme in his journey, highlighting the emotional complexity that often accompanies long-term fame in the entertainment industry. Family stability and emotional grounding. A significant period of stability in Johnny Depp's life came through his long-term relationship with Vanessa Paradis, with whom he built a family. Together they had 2 children and created a home environment that offered emotional grounding away from the intensity of Hollywood. During these years, Depp often described a sense of calm and balance that he had not previously experienced. Family life provided him with perspective, shifting his focus from external success to personal connection. Despite the demands of his career, he valued these years as deeply meaningful and stabilizing. However, over time, the pressures of distance, work commitments, and changing life circumstances led to the gradual end of their relationship. The separation was handled with mutual respect, especially in consideration of their children. Even after the relationship ended, it remained an important chapter in his life, representing a period of emotional stability and personal growth, public scrutiny and professional challenges. In later years, Johnny Depp faced significant public scrutiny and legal disputes that placed his personal life under intense media attention. These events became widely discussed across global platforms, leading to divided public opinions and widespread debate. The situation affected his professional career, resulting in reduced film opportunities and the re-evaluation of several projects. During this period, he largely remained private, choosing to address matters through legal channels rather than public commentary. The experience highlighted the challenges of living life in the public eye, where personal issues can quickly become global narratives. Despite the difficulties, he continued to maintain his artistic pursuits, focusing on music and smaller creative projects. This phase of his life reflected resilience in the face of public pressure as he navigated one of the most challenging periods of his career while working to rebuild both his reputation and personal stability. Reinvention, art, and continuing legacy. In recent years, Johnny Depp has shifted his focus toward artistic reinvention, returning to music, painting, and selective film projects. He has embraced a quieter lifestyle, focusing on creativity rather than constant public visibility. His work in visual art and music has become an important outlet for expression, allowing him to explore emotion outside of traditional cinema. Alongside his artistic pursuits, he has also participated in charitable efforts and supported creative communities. Despite the challenges he has faced, his legacy remains deeply tied to his influence on modern film and character-driven storytelling. He is widely recognized for redefining unconventional roles in mainstream cinema and bringing emotional depth to popular culture. Today, his life reflects a blend of reflection, creativity, and continued evolution. Rather than being defined by any single chapter, his journey represents the complexity of a career shaped by both extraordinary success and deeply human experiences.